formidable robot.
This is a repost of a deleted article detailing alleged events. I don't personally believe any of it, but I thought it was a fun spooky read. Please do not harass anyone mentioned, doing so would only hurt an already niche community. For those unfamiliar, Eternum is an adult visual novel developed by Caribdis Games. The game follows the main character as they explore Eternum, a massive VR MMORPG, alongside several romanceable characters. If you want details, you can check out the official site, but be aware the game is intended for players 18 and older. Having prior knowledge of the game will make the events in this account easier to understand. It started with a mysterious zip file appearing on private gaming forums. No sender, no subject, just a cryptic file name, Eternum 0.8.5D_leak. At first, users assumed it was an elaborate hoax or an ARG. But as they opened the contents, they found something far stranger, a modified version of Eternum and a series of leaked emails between an anonymous user, self-identified as Eternalist, and an executive at Epidemic Sound. The following are the emails found in the file, with emails redacted for privacy. Email 1, sent February 10th, 3:14 p.m. From Eternalist, redacted. 2, redacted. Do you have any goddamn idea what you're doing? The soundtrack in Eternum isn't just noise, it's the heart and soul of the experience. Removing it isn't just a business decision, it's a slap in the face to every player who has ever been moved by this game. To the creator who worked their ass off picking the right song for the right mood. You can't just rip out something so essential and expect people to accept and move on. If this is about money, find another way. But if you go through with this, you'll be gutting the game. And I won't stand by and watch it happen. Email 2, sent February 10th, 5:22 p.m. From redacted. 2, Eternalist, redacted. I don't know how you obtained this email, but this isn't acceptable. Caribdis Games to my knowledge is legally required to remove those tracks. Any more of this will result in legal consequences. Do not contact me again. I'm warning you. Email 3, sent February 12th, 10:47 a.m. From Eternalist, redacted. 2, redacted. You corporate parasitic fucks never learn, do you? I saw the announcement. You're gutting Eternum for the sake of your profit margins, making them scramble and replace the songs with AI-generated garbage. The fans deserve better. The game deserves better. Caribdis deserves better. Since you made them follow through with this, I will act. I've already created a fix, a mod, untouched by corporate greed. And it's not just about the music anymore. I've made sure that people understand exactly who is responsible for this. This isn't just about preserving art anymore. Actions have consequences, and you'll soon see just how much people care when you take something they love and ruin it. Stay tuned, asshole. At the time, Caribdis Games had announced that Eternum would be replacing a large portion of its soundtrack due to a licensing and guideline issue. As the users on the forum realized, someone knew about the change beforehand and was determined to fight against it. As word of Eternum's 0.8.5D spread, more users began playing the version included in the leak. I can describe the majority of these experiences with one word: unsettling. At first glance, the game seemed unchanged, except the original soundtrack was intact. But subtle audio distortions emerged. Songs detuned in ways that made them sound warped, as if stretched beyond their intended limits. Some contained barely perceptible whispers. Players who extracted the files and amplified the audio swore they could make out real names buried beneath the static, names of Epidemic Sound employees, artists, and even the executive from the emails. Other changes were more overt. The chat scenes, normally casual conversations between characters, had been altered. Some messages were rewritten with unsettling undertones. A chat with Nova, for example, included the line, "They think they can change things and get away with it, but people don't forget. Sounds don't just disappear." The dialogue later on in the game had also been modified. Some contained cryptic references to payback and making things right. Others appeared to list dates and locations, information that, if real, could have tied back to Epidemic Sound personnel. But the most disturbing aspect was the altered visuals. Certain scenes now featured AI-generated renders that mimicked Eternum's Honey Select to art style but deliberately made to be eerily off or terrifying, in the style mostly used in Creepypasta back in the day. The renders had red or yellow filters applied. Characters had eyes that seemed too large, smiles stretched too wide, or skin that looked unnervingly smooth and plastic-like. Some background images had been replaced with distorted nightmarish environments, where blurry figures loomed in the shadows, figures that some claimed bore resemblance to real-life music industry professionals. The most talked about instance occurs in Christened Apartment, the final scene with Alex for version 06, and Eternum's most popular romance scene. A bass-boosted rendition of Stephen Bidal's I Need You plays while renders showing Alex and Orion, the main character, tearing each other apart with blood splatter images pasted all over in a dark blood red filter. Turning up the brightness reveals the names of those associated with Epidemic Sound, circling around one sentence. I know you're all seeing this. It didn't take long for moderators to intervene. Within a day, all discussions of Eternum's 0.8.5D were wiped from various sites. Download links were deleted. The official Discord remained silent, either refusing to acknowledge or are unaware of its existence. Some users reported that those who had downloaded the mod received anonymous messages warning or pleading them to stop sharing it. Others alleged that Epidemic Sound employees had received threatening emails, some containing screenshots from the mod with their names embedded in hidden text files. The incident left a lingering unease for those who happened to be a part of it. While the mod was largely erased or unknown from the public, those who played it couldn't shake the feeling that Eternum's 0.8.5D was more than just a protest against changing beloved songs. Eternalists had made their message clear. And no one from the forums knew if they were truly finished. I would like to end this by saying thank you to all who are reading this, and you may preserve this post however you like. As of this writing, it is scheduled to be deleted in 2 days.